Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance that was released in the year 2014. The fragrance is from a house and a line that I've reviewed before called the Mugler Exceptional line, or the Exceptional Mugler line. We're going to be talking about Fougere Furieuse. Now I apologize if I butchered the name, but I did my best. Now, this fragrance was released again in 2014. The fragrance retails for roughly $225 for one size, and that's a 2.7 ounce bottle. So it's really only one size and one thing that you can get. There's not really much wiggle room with it there. And you can purchase it off of the Mugler site, and if you search around for some other places, I'm sure you can pick it up at some other places too. But the easiest place is easily the Mugler site. Now, let's go ahead and just get right into the actual scent. Now, the first thing that I was expecting from this scent was I was really expecting a Fougere fragrance, which is really what you're getting with this fragrance. That was surprisingly good. But the other thing that I was expecting was a fragrance that was heavily dominated by florals. Now, that is only partially true with this fragrance. Florals does come into this scent, but it really is a light floral. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I'm going to say that this is definitely a unisex scent that you can wear, that both a man and a woman can wear just as easily together. I thought that this was going to be a female-dominated fragrance, but surprisingly, I think anyone can go ahead and pull this one off. Now, aside from that light floral scent, you also get more of this neroli scent, which kind of gives it this clean, soapy scent. Type of a scent that kind of comes along with it. An amber note comes along at the tail end of the fragrance. But along with that floral, you kind of get this nice little geranium note that comes along with it. And overall, it's a very light, it's a very airy type of a scent that is very pleasant. I definitely got some people who thought that it was a nice scent, even on a guy, to come across. So it's definitely something that is a little bit versatile in that fact. Now, where it falls short is really when you start coming about the performance of this fragrance. One of the biggest problems of this fragrance are twofold. One is that A, people can't really smell you when you have it on, and B, it does not last a long time on your skin. It quickly goes into skin scent, phase after a good 2 hours, 3 hours. It does not last long on my skin, at least, at all. And so for that, it really drags down the fragrance. I go about 4 or 5 sprays with it to kind of keep it going a little bit longer, but to no avail. It doesn't really help the fragrance at all. It just kind of, prolongs it a little bit, but it doesn't really do much for the actual scent as well. I think this is a good fragrance to wear in the spring, and the summer, when it starts to get a little hot, when you start looking to the heat to carry your fragrance. I think that is a good fragrance to wear to work. It's not offensive. It's not something that's going to really jump out to people. Due to the performance and also due to the actual scent itself, it's not going to offend many people, and it's not going to, go out and be out there at all. I touched upon the performance. The performance is not good. I get about maybe 3, 4 hours, 5 hours tops out of this one, and at 5 hours, it really is all skin at that point, and nobody is, out there and smelling you off of that. So that should actually be noted. And compliment-wise, I did not really get any compliments with this one, but I did get one from my wife when I was testing this one out. But that was only when she actually came and hugged me before before she left to work. So, that should be noted. Didn't really get many. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating a 2.5 stars out of 5 stars. Now, at the end of the day, I think this is a pleasant smelling scent. It's not the best scent, and for that, I'm giving it half of a star. And I wouldn't really, go home and shout to the roofs about how great a scent this is. I just think it's a pretty interesting scent. It's a nice scent, and I'm not going to really, go either way on it. So it's getting a half a star for that. For longevity, again, it's getting half stars down pretty much for all the categories that I have. Longevity and performance, not too great. I'm not giving it full-on zeros just because it is there. You can still smell it, and I can get if people want a lighter smelling scent. If you want a lighter smelling scent that's not going to really attract too much attention, then this is definitely a fragrance that you want to look into and you want to learn more about. This is a floral, especially for guys who may want something a little bit more femme-leaning, but not too much femme-leaning. So this is kind of like your foot in the water, or your foot dipped in tinily, kind of see how it feels. That's what this scent is actually going to give you. Compliment wise, if they can smell you, I think they're going to find out that you smell pretty good with it. You're going to smell clean, you're going to smell nice and inviting, but that's only if they can actually smell you with this scent. And yeah, that's essentially it that I'm going to go ahead and cover. So if you've actually smelled this scent, and one more thing, the value, for $225 for a scent that doesn't really last that long, that isn't really that original, I'm going to have to say that it's not going to be the best bang for your buck. You can find other scents out there that kind of do what this does without having to pay that heavy price tag. But if this is something that interests you, go ahead, order a sample of it from Mugler, and you can easily, kind of pick up something that they would go ahead and send to you, as a sample. All right? So that's pretty much it. Let me know what your experiences are with this fragrance. I'm always curious. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.